This is BBC Radio Newcastle.
Your alarms wake you up or you switch on quite deliberately. A very good morning from me, Frank Woppert. Susan is with me this morning, as I mentioned earlier, to take details of any special dedications. But the journey in this morning, well, no frost, no ice on my journey over, which brought me from Weardale across the fells.
And in the meantime, if we can do some of the dedications that have come through. Edith Livesey. Edith is actually living in Denton, but she's at work at the moment in Bladen. Edith loves the Enid Rose Weir album.
Great,
and it was Enid's husband who rang up last week, who Edith's husband. Enid hadn't sent the CD off, but she has subsequently sent it. They spoke to her during the week. She sent the album, and according to Edith, it's absolutely fabulous. And if you sit and listen to all the tracks, Frank, it would be hard to pick the best one out. I know she says she knows you found that one catchy, the first one that you played.
I never got past that.
That's one, right, yes. But if you go past them, it's very hard to pick a better one.
I tell you what, when you get a minute, Susan, get in touch with Enid Rose Weir and we'll do an interview with her on the programme.
Yeah, that'd be next time.
Because I was telling our listeners last week, it drove me mad. We both were singing that wherever we went. I am keeping my eyes on the... We just couldn't stop singing. It was driving us completely potty. But I do love it. I think it's great.
It is. It's very catchy. And she's a very sincere lady. Raymond Bell has been on the phone. Raymond...
Christmas show. Right now we've got to get on with the most requested song, and also we did a breakdown of the areas which produced the greatest reaction to this programme. We have, yes. We did a very sort of general count on what's been happening on the telephones and certain letters that have come in, and it looks like 30% of all the listeners and the requests come from the South Durham and Cleveland area. How many percent, sir? 30%. 30%. It's quite a high proportion of the listeners. Sunderland and District come a close second with 20% of the calls. And Northumberland and Wansbeck, that's obviously the Ashington areas, that type of area. 16% of the calls have come from those areas. South Tyneside represents 15% of the listening audience, and Newcastle and District is 12% of the listeners. And all the others are around about 7%, and that's Scotland and areas beyond that all managed to somehow link into the programme on Sunday morning. That's this particular programme, yeah. How do you find that, the figures they compare with Monday? Completely different. Well, I mean, Monday we've got all the rest of the country, but locally... Locally, I would say South Durham and Cleveland still represent the highest proportion of callers to the programme, and then a close second with Newcastle and District, and Sunderland possibly third within that. So it's a complete change around, so perhaps it represents the type of listening audience you have, and maybe that reflects the time that people are listening in. So. Well, we should have fanfares blowing and playing now, because we've got the most requested songs, the most requested singers male, most requested singers female, most requested type of song, and the most requested type of music. And here, if you would like to read those out, guess who was top? Anyhow, on to the most requested female singer on the programme this year, and that's in the last few months in particular. Since I introduced her, she's passed everyone else. Enid Rose Weir.
I don't want anything to blur my vision. I'm keeping my eyes on the cross. I don't want anything to blur my vision. I'm keeping my eyes on the cross. I am keeping my eyes on the cross. Yes, I am keeping my eyes on the cross. I don't want anything nothing that's blurred my vision. So I am keeping my eyes on the cross. I am keeping my eyes.
Enid Rose Weir, keeping my eye on the cross. The most requested female singer this year on this programme.